The ketogenic diet has become extremely popular over the past several years. But unfortunately, there are still a lot of misconceptions about keto. In this video, we will talk about the 11 most common myths about keto and what the current best available scientific evidence can tell us about them. However, to make keto simple, we need to be very upfront and honest about potential problems and how to handle them. Some problems can and do occur on low carb, and it can be helpful to know what they are and what can be done about them. If you're looking for a personalized custom keto diet plan with the option to swap your meals in case you don't like them, then click the link in the description below. Myth number 1. Saturated fats on keto are bad for heart health. This is probably one of the biggest myths about fat consumption overall. There are many potential contributing factors to the development of heart disease, including genetics, inflammation, and metabolic health conditions such as diabetes. The scientific evidence that links saturated fat to heart disease is weak and inconsistent. Also, during the last several years, more and more experts have realized that natural saturated fats, despite their bad reputation, don't affect heart health. Myth number 2. Keto diet can cause high cholesterol. Low-carb diets on average tend to improve the cholesterol profile by increasing levels of HDL, or good cholesterol, and decreasing levels of potentially harmful triglycerides. Most people experience no significant changes in their LDL or bad cholesterol level on a low-carb diet. However, for a small minority of people, cholesterol may go up abnormally high on a low-carb, high-fat diet. Depending on your overall risk profile, you may want to work closely with your doctor to monitor for any evidence of cardiovascular disease. Myth number 3. Keto is confusing, hard, and not sustainable. Though keto may at first seem extreme, that's only because it's so radically different from the standard American diet. In reality, keto is as difficult as any other diet would be. Moreover, the keto way of life is absolutely sustainable, and to be honest, it keeps getting better every day. One of the most amazing things that happens when you are keto adapted is that all of your cravings and hunger disappear. Since you seldom feel hungry, you don't have to worry about counting calories, and you can continue to enjoy nutrient-dense keto meals for as long as you want. For people with no apparent health issues, practicing long-term but less strict keto can give cyclical infusions of ketones and allow them to recalibrate hormone imbalances and inflammatory patterns. Myth number 4. Keto is dangerous for diabetics. The ketogenic diet is actually the most promising diet for people with type 2 diabetes. The nutritional remedy for type 2 diabetes is to restrict carbohydrates in order to manage blood sugar or glycemic levels. Since a ketogenic diet strictly restricts carbs to 5% of your total calories, it has the potential to decrease blood glucose levels and help with diabetes. Myth number 5. Low-carb diet may cause ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis and ketosis are not the same things. Ketosis is the metabolic process of using fat as the primary source of energy instead of carbohydrates. On the other hand, ketoacidosis is a rare and dangerous medical condition that mainly occurs in people with type 1 diabetes if they don't take insulin, especially if they have dangerously high levels of ketones and blood sugar. Although it's relatively rare, people with type 2 diabetes who take certain medications can also develop ketoacidosis. Under normal circumstances, a strict low-carb diet never results in ketoacidosis. It results in ketosis, a natural and safe state that enables the body to quickly burn fat. Myth number 6. Keto gives you permission to eat as much bacon and butter as you want. That's not true either. Keto calls for prioritizing unsaturated fat in your diet. Yes, keto is a diet rich in fats, but that doesn't mean that you can eat all types of fats. The healthiest way to load up on fats is to limit saturated fats, like bacon and sausage, and to fill your diet with heart-healthy unsaturated fats, like avocados, olive oil, and flaxseed, along with nuts in moderation. Myth number 7. Keto causes constipation. Yes, Constipation is a possible side effect that can occur, especially during the first time on a low-carb diet, as your digestive system may need time to adapt. It can usually be alleviated by either drinking more water or increasing salt and fiber intake. It's important to take note that if you're just pooping less and you don't feel bloated or have abdominal pain, then it's likely that you're not actually constipated. If you are indeed bloated and constipated, it's likely that you're relying on too many difficult to digest foods to meet your keto macronutrient goals. Myth number 8. Keto makes you feel tired and sluggish. It's called the keto flu. When you start the keto diet, you might experience fatigue, headaches, and muscle aches. However, these symptoms are actually a sign that the diet is working and the body is switching from burning glucose as fuel to burning fat. Symptoms of the keto flu generally begin within the first day or two of removing carbs and can last a week or less. Myth number 9. Keto can cause hair loss. Occasionally, temporary hair thinning can occur for many different reasons, including any big dietary change. This is especially common if someone is severely restricting calories. After a period of losing more hair than usual, the lost hair then grows out again, and it ends up as thick as before. It's safe to say that the large majority of people who try a low-carb diet never experience any hair fall. Also, it can be easily prevented by avoiding starvation. Just make sure to eat enough fat to feel satisfied and a moderate amount of protein. Myth number 10. Keto makes you depressed. During the first week of transitioning to keto, it's common to experience depression-like symptoms, including lethargy, brain fog, and irritability. The good news is that these don't last long. And for many people, these symptoms can be avoided entirely by drinking enough water and getting enough salt. For others, there may be temporary feelings of sadness, similar to what people experience when withdrawing from substances like nicotine or alcohol. This is because on keto you're cutting out sugar, and sugar has been shown to be as addictive as cocaine while stimulating the same rewards pathways in the brain. Myth number 11. Keto is bad for your kidneys. Another common keto myth is that low-carb diets can harm the kidneys. Studies show that this is simply not true. This rumor is based on the two misconceptions that keto is high protein and that high protein is bad for your kidneys. Keto is not high protein, keto is high fat and moderate protein. Secondly, if you have normal kidney function, you can handle high amounts of protein with no problems. Even if your kidneys were damaged, a high-fat, low-carb diet would likely have no adverse health effects. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe as we regularly upload videos on keto and weight loss.